So I'm in the woods again. Gonna go on that journey to see if I see anything supernatural again. I like to go on adventures like this in the woods 'cause it makes me feel alive, in my spirit. And I'm to the spot of this witch hazel tree. Well, this is a witch hazel tree right here. And then right here is also the witch hazel tree. It's in a cluster. They're in clusters of branches going out from the center. And them branches are the tree, you know what I mean? The witch hazel tree. But young witch hazel is good to like brew up in bottles just for incense for the smell because it has a good smell to it. I noticed because I experimented a long time ago with witch hazel and I experimented in a bottle and it got like perfumey, you know what I mean, where it smelled something. So I dumped the little bit of water that got mixed with it, and it had a bunch of like pine needles with it too. So it had a rich smell of nature for my incense. I wouldn't drink it. You're not supposed to drink it, but it's just for incense where you basically pour it on your clothing or something like a patchouli oil, and you would do it that way. You know what I mean? That's the way you'd apply the homemade remedy. You know what I mean? For to smell good. You know what I mean? That's just to smell good. But if you're gonna pick mushrooms, make sure they're not poisonous and stuff like that. Make sure that they're actually edible, or if they're psychedelic, then you're probably going on a trip. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, we just have to think for ourselves and what we put ourselves through, or anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm in the woods right now. It's pretty cool. The witch hazel tree right behind me. It's all in that cluster. And there's another witch hazel tree right there. And it's quite tall. And it's fully grown, too. They're fully grown. But they're always, like, around, you know what I mean? In the woodlands. You'll always find it in Wisconsin or something, in the woods. There's a bunch of moss around here, too. I'm fasting, so I can't eat any moss, because that's considered food. So I'm just looking at the moss because I used to eat it, used to eat moss and I used to feel more alive. There's a certain nutrient or vitamin in moss, and I think deer eat it too. Moss, that certain types of moss that are actually edible. You know what I mean? And it doesn't kill you, doesn't make you poisonous or anything, or feeling like poisoned or anything, but it just makes you feel pretty good. And then it's a certain like eating lettuce or spinach. Spinach would make you feel pretty good. Well, it's like eating spinach, kind of. It has a superpower to it that you just can't explain. But yeah, just being one with the nature around you and the aspect of creation is how we go with life to have this sort of outcome that we want in life. And it's so amazing that we have this sort of path that we walk every day. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm fasting, I get on the supernatural type bandwidth of my brain to get on super sane levels of like understanding and awareness and clarity of mind and purity and everything like that. And it gets on a certain level. You know what I mean? But after this podcast, I'm gonna walk and while I post it, while I name it whatever I'm gonna name it, and then post it, and then while I'm posting it, I'm gonna go through the jungle. I might take some pictures of stuff, and I already took some pictures of some unique things that I might want to upload on the pictures for posting on YouTube. But I'll get around to that later. But I just wanted to let everybody know and especially the girls out there that are listening, because girls, I care about you so much, and I pray for you every day. Every day I go, when I drink a glass of water, I go up to where it looks like Susie, this girl I used to know, you know what I mean? And it looks like her. And I go, I love all my girlfriends, or it's for all my girlfriends, all the girls, and I love you girls. Amen. And then I drink the water, and then after I drink the water, I go, I love you girls. Amen. After I drink the water. And then I put the water cup back, and that's how I go about my day. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in worship of the divine princess, the divine goddess, the girls. I'm in worship. Like, this is like a worship type, something sacred to my heart that I'm protecting. Like, I'm the protector. I'm their protector because I declared it that I would protect the girls because I love the girls so much, and I can't sell my soul because it's impossible for me to sell my soul. I never did, but I never went to that extreme to where I would give my own soul away. Why would I? That's the only thing that is keeping me me. You know what I mean? That's why I have my soul, and everything's all right. But yeah, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. But what I'm trying to say is that the girls come first in my immediate need for like survival. Like, I don't know, it's like a survival mechanism in my mind that I need this, and without it, I feel lesser than, or depleted in a sort of way, like a lack of excitement, more or less. I think it's a lack of excitement because I get unmotivated being alone sometimes when I'm a lone wolf, you know what I mean? And the lone wolf road is so freaking tough, and it breaks you down to tears and everything. Uh, what I'm trying to say is that when I have companionship with the girls, and today, that brunette girl that works at the smoke shop, oh, she was so amazing. She listened to my Wendigo story and everything. And she actually was like agreeing and wasn't weirded out, and she was actually liking it. So I mean, that's awesome that like I'm talking more to her and getting to know her a little bit, and then maybe if I don't ask her, if I ask her out, but if she asks me out first, oh, that'd be awesome. But you know, I don't know. Like, she does a really good job of listening. I noticed she's a good listener. But anyway, there's this girl at Shell gas station in Tomahawk that is so amazing that like I just wanted to marry her. Like, every time I was around her, I felt so like blissful and magical, and everything was stimulated. Trust me. Oh yeah, beyond measure. And what I'm trying to say is that it was amazing, and the experience that I had. You know what I mean? But then after that, when I left, I was contacting her oversoul, and her oversoul was still nurturing me somehow. Like, I don't know, it was like she knew my need, and it's like, oh my gosh, she just helped me so much by like loving my heart back to life, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes my days get rough and I don't know what to do, but then there's times where I know exactly what to do, and I was doing exactly what I needed to do these days, and I was going through life really good. And it's just that, you know what I mean? You got to quit drinking coffee and stick to my routine. You know what I mean? Um, but I made it 4 days, and then I decided to have a cup of coffee. But it's not like every day I'm going to drink the coffee. See what I mean? It's only 9 minutes. Okay. It's not every day I'm going to drink the coffee. All right. So, all that, I need to do is just quit again after this day, that I'm still going strong with the due diligence of raising my Ojas Shakti. It's my life force energy that I have been diligent of holding my seed for a certain amount of time. And then I got scared because I heard a video of that you must release, otherwise your prostate will blow up. And I'm like, what's your prostate? When will blow up? And I was practicing something, semen retention, and that is to hold your, energy, and not release it for any means, you know what I mean? And I had to release after that video because I felt scared that something was going to happen to me and I would never be able to use my, you know, my soul God given gift, And anyway, it's just that it's hard for me to explain all this, but then I'm going back to go 20 days because I made it 11 days. Made it 11 days and now I have to go 20 days. Now, if I make it 20 days of not having coffee either and just going solid without coffee and doing all this and make sure everything's all right. Now, what is it at? 11 minutes. Okay, I got to stop the video. Girls, I love you. Girls, I love you so much. Girls, I love you. All right, bye.